Welcome to Raveling Money. Today, we're diving into a crucial topic: financial red flags that indicate you may be living beyond your means. Whether you're struggling to make ends meet or just curious about your financial habits, recognizing these warning signs early can help you avoid bigger problems down the road. What does living beyond your means actually mean? Living beyond your means simply means your expenses are consistently greater than your income. When this happens, debt starts to accumulate, savings stagnate, and financial stress sets in. Let's go through some of the most common signs that suggest you might be living beyond your means. Red flag 1, carrying a credit card balance month to month. One of the most common signs you're living beyond your means is carrying a credit card balance from month to month. While it might feel manageable at first, the interest charges can quickly pile up, making your debt harder to pay off. Example: if you carry a $2,000 balance with an average 20% interest rate, you'll end up paying around $400 in interest annually if you only make minimum payments. Carrying debt like this means you're not living within your financial means. You're borrowing to fund your lifestyle, and that's a dangerous cycle to get caught in. Red flag 2, stressing about paying bills every month. Do you dread bill paying day? If you're constantly stressed about how you're going to pay your bills, it's a sign that your expenses are out of sync with your income. Example: if you're constantly juggling payments or deferring them to the next month, you may be in over your head financially. Financial stress not only affects your well-being, but it's also a major indicator that something needs to change in your spending habits. Red flag 3, living paycheck to paycheck. Living paycheck to paycheck is another big red flag. If you don't have enough savings or extra cash to cover an emergency or an unexpected expense, you're likely living beyond your means. Example: a report from CareerBuilder found that 78% of workers are living paycheck to paycheck in the US. Even those with higher salaries can struggle if their spending exceeds their income. When you're in this cycle, even a small emergency, like a car repair or medical bill, can throw your entire financial situation off course. Red flag 4, declining credit score. Your credit score is a reflection of your financial habits. If your credit score is dropping, it may indicate missed payments or high credit utilization, both signs you're living beyond your means. Example: if your credit utilization is above 30%, meaning you're using more than 30% of your available credit, it can negatively affect your score. A lower credit score often leads to higher interest rates on loans and credit, making it even harder to regain financial stability. Red flag 5, no emergency savings. An emergency fund is a financial safety net. If you don't have one and find yourself turning to credit cards or loans to cover unexpected expenses, you're likely living beyond your means. Example: a study by Bankrate found that nearly 40% of Americans would struggle to cover a $400 emergency without borrowing money or selling something. Without an emergency fund, one unexpected event, a medical bill, car breakdown, or home repair, can push you deeper into debt. Red flag 6, using credit for necessities. Relying on credit to buy necessities like groceries or gas is a clear sign you're living beyond your means. Your credit card should be for convenience, not a way to make ends meet. Example: if you find yourself maxing out credit cards for everyday expenses, it's time to reassess your budget and spending priorities. Using credit for necessities only puts you further in debt, with high interest charges adding up over time. Red flag 7, rationalizing unaffordable purchases. Have you ever talked yourself into buying something you can't afford because you deserve it or it's on sale? That's another red flag. If you're regularly rationalizing unnecessary purchases, it's time to take a hard look at your finances. Example: if you buy expensive shoes, gadgets, or subscriptions, telling yourself you'll pay them off later, it's a sign you're trying to live a lifestyle that exceeds your means. Even if these purchases don't feel like a big deal in the moment, they can quickly add up, especially when you don't have the funds to pay for them. Real-life example. Let's look at a real-world example. John and Mary are both successful professionals, earning a combined income of $150,000 per year. But despite their high income, they feel financially insecure due to excessive spending on luxury cars, vacations, and high-end living expenses. They're living paycheck to paycheck, draining their savings to maintain an unsustainable lifestyle, which highlights that living beyond your means isn't just a problem for those with low incomes. It can happen to anyone. Now that we've covered the red flags, let's talk about what you can do to get back on track financially. Create a budget. Track your income and expenses. Understand where your money is going and make sure it aligns with your priorities. Cut back on unnecessary spending. Take a hard look at discretionary expenses. Cancel subscriptions you don't use, limit eating out, and resist impulse purchases. Build an emergency fund. Start small, but aim for at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses in an easily accessible savings account. Pay down high-interest debt. Focus on paying off high-interest credit cards and loans to free up money for savings and investments. Increase your income. Look for opportunities to earn more, whether through a side job, freelancing, or negotiating a raise at work. Thanks for watching Raveling Money. Recognizing these red flags is the first step toward regaining control of your finances. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more personal finance tips. If you've experienced any of these financial struggles, leave a comment below and share your story. Let's keep the conversation going. See you in the next video.